special movie night episode of Food Factory, we go to the moon,
Pie.
and back.
Pair up popcorn and potato chips in a double bill.
And we scream for ice cream.
Sandwiches.
But first, kicking off our movie night episode is a candy with so much star power, it truly needs no introduction.
But since we're paid to give it an introduction, we figured we'd give it a go.
They're crunchy, they're colorful. They were originally called chocolate niblet beans. And for Smarties marketing manager Danielle Giordano, they bring back some strong movie night memories.
Growing up, we'd throw Smarties in a bowl and we'd share them with the family over movie night.
But for Nestle's marketing leader, Christine McLean, every day is about making memories.
Nestle is so successful because we are one big team working together to produce the most amazing products for our consumers, and that makes us all really happy.
So whether it's movie night, Halloween night, or just a Tuesday night treat, you'd be hard-pressed to find a more beloved snack.
So not only can you bite in and crunch them, you can sort them, you can suck on them slowly, crunch them very fast. It's up to you, and there's no rules.
The iconic little chocolates get made in this Toronto facility that's been churning out Smarties since the 1940s, when actors like Humphrey Bogart were still leading them.
The process begins with the slow drip of Nestle Supreme Milk Chocolate into these two chilled molds, which continuously roll around like reels on a film projector.
The molds cool the chocolate as it passes through, producing these long strips made up of individual Smartie centers called lentils that are connected by a thin chocolate webbing.
Those pieces spend the next few minutes being tossed and turned on conveyors designed to break off and filter out the chocolate webbing from the Smarties themselves.
Break it down for us, process operator Michael.
The web is a form that shape together, that keep them together, so you're breaking them all up, small ones.
Once the conveyors have done their worst, the chocolate heads up this elevator system that brings it to the first in a series of tumblers.
The initial tumbler gives the lentils one last hearty jostling to fully filter out any excess webbing that may have snuck by.
After a quick roll, the Smarties leap out and hop along a new series of conveyors that lead them to their second spin cycle.
As this happens, let's take a quick movie intermission to visit our friend Augustus here.
Hi, I'm Augustus. I am the process operator at site.
Augustus is working hard to earn a Best Supporting Actor award for his role in Dedicated Employee for over 40 years.
Wow, he's like a young Marlon Brando.
Uncanny.
Augustus's taps cue these huge mixing tanks behind him to begin mixing a shell coating and a cornstarch mixture, two ingredients that will play a key role in helping the Smarties take shape.
Both come into play as the milk chocolate lentils spend their next hours tossing and turning in a series of tumblers where the two ingredients get added in, further smoothing out the chocolate lentils.
And we go through that process, apply, dry, apply, dry.
All together now.
Apply, dry, apply, dry. At that point, the Smarties start taking shape.
Hey, any idea how many Smarties are going through this tumbling process?
Millions of Smarties a day.
In one day, we make 13.9 million Smarties.
And in 1 year, we make 3.2 billion Smarties.
Show-offs.
Now fully smoothed out, the Smarties are ready for their candy coating.
And believe it or not, that process also takes place in a tumbler.
Do you want to go for a dip?
Inside the flavoring tumbler, the lentils get coated with a final spray of syrup and a thick coat of flour before being met with non-artificial coloring.
So Smarties get their color through natural sources, and so all the colors are derived from fruits and vegetables.
Wait a second, fruits and vegetables? You're telling me that orange Smarties are made from carrots?
Relax.
They don't taste like fruits and vegetables. No. The orange ones don't taste like carrot.
Phew, close call.
Well, regardless, inside the tumbler, different batches are used to fulfill the Smarties' color profiles. That's purple,
Orange,
Pink,
yellow,
green,
blue,
brown.
And,
red. Last is always red.
well, now ready to roll, the finished Smarties are outputted over to the packaging department where they all come together as one vibrant, delicious mix.
The blended Smarties fall down here into weighted feeding spouts, which swivel around and deposit a perfect 45 grams of candy goodness into each awaiting box.
Now packaged, they're flopped over and proceed onto a new conveyor where they turn a corner and pass by these quick-moving folk who slide the boxes into crates.
Those crates get stacked up right here as pallets and are forklifted into the warehouse for movie watchers from coast to coast.
So while gone are the days of heading to the video store to grab your VHS tape, some traditions endure.
Like your family and friends crowded on the couch, some Hollywood stars on the screen, and a bowl of Smarties keeping everyone smiling.
Smarties are perfect for movie night because you can throw them in a bowl. They're small pieces, easy to grab, share with your friends and family, and they don't get your hands sticky.
The only question left is, do you eat the red ones last?
Well, my favorite color is pink and then red, and I don't eat the red ones last.
What? Treason!
I eat the pink first. I save the brown ones for last.
Christine, care to redeem this on-brand ending?
I pour them out, and I sort them by their colors, and then I eat them one by one, very slowly. And I do save the red ones for last.
Boy, aren't you a smarty pants?
You know who's the smartest of them all? You are, when you grab a box of Smarties and save the red ones for last.
Aw, I just love a happy ending.
So, we want to head over to my place, treat ourselves to some Smarties, and maybe watch a flick?
Nope, nope, a million times nope.
You know, some nights you just want to curl up on the sofa, watch a rom-com, and have a good cry.
A rom-com? No way. I'm more of a scary movie gal.
Yeah, figures. Face it, it's hard enough to agree on a movie, so why argue about snacks? Lucky Fox's Island Mix combines sweet, crunchy caramel corn with salty potato chips.
PEI potatoes make the best potato chips because they're locally grown with love.
And that love and quality is why Lucky Fox's Island Mix gives PEI potatoes top billing.
Our delivery guy, Bud, he brings the spuds right from the red mud, and I make sure there's no duds.
Who knew Stompin' Tom had a cameo in this?
Island Mix is an artisanal product made in small amounts, so they only use 25 potatoes in each batch.
Peter places a few potatoes at a time in an industrial slicer that cuts them paper thin.
Next, Carter, the assistant and best boy at Lucky Fox, washes the potato slices to remove excess starch.
Yeah, Carter knows that any good movie director always gets a second take, so he transfers the taters into the next sink for rinse number 2.
This rinsing prevents the chips from sticking to each other while they're frying, and it also makes sure that they cook perfectly. Excess starch can cause chips to burn.
You wouldn't want to have a burned chip. Wouldn't taste too good.
Get Carter! The kid knows his chips.
The rinsed potato slices get fished out and placed into a strainer to drain off the excess water.
Peter carefully puts the potato slices into hot oil, which immediately starts bubbling furiously. Come on, oil, don't be so angry.
The chips fry for 6 minutes until they're an irresistible golden brown.
Peter scoops out the chips with a slotted spoon and gently puts them into a basket to cool and drain off any excess oil.
Once the chips are drained and cooled, they're transferred into a seasoning drum, where they're sprinkled with sea salt as the drum is rotated.
And now the chips face another level of quality control. They're poured out onto the sorting table, where Peter puts them through a screen test, if you may. He refuses to cast any discolored, broken, or just plain yucky chips.
But the chips are the only star of the show. There's another lead actor, and that is, drumroll please, popcorn.
Peter measures out 1 kilogram of popcorn kernels, adds 30 milliliters of sea salt, pours it into the heated kettle of the popper, which means
It's about to get popping.
300 milliliters of non-GMO canola oil is added to the kettle, and then it's just a waiting game.
during this intermission, why don't we have Stephen tell us what to expect?
I know what you're looking for. I just can't believe I have to do it.
You do! Come on, get all method for us.
When our popcorn machine gets popping, it's like pop, pop, pop in here.
With that delivery, I nominate Stephen for Best Supporting Begrudger. But now for the real thing, the popping kernels. Bravo! Bravo!
A kilogram of unpopped kernels explodes into 41 liters of popped kernels. Well, that's what I call a blockbuster.
The popcorn is transferred to a slotted table that will sift any unpopped kernels out, and the good stuff is put into buckets.
Next up is the caramel. Peter mixes up PEI butter, brown sugar, and what else exactly?
Let's get in closer to see. Camera, zoom in.
Whoa. No. Carter.
Super secret caramel formula. Can't see this.
Well, fine then. I guess we'll just have to use our imaginations. I'm imagining a Kate Hudson type who loves shopping and seems to have it all figured out. Everything except love. I call it aspirational lady shoes dating movie. What do you think?
Let's fast forward to the good part, shall we?
While the caramel is being cooked and stirred, Peter prepares the potato chips for the island mix by crushing them into small pieces and adding them to the popcorn.
He Peter reaches up to pour the popcorn and chip mixture into the kettle, where it gets stirred into the caramel.
Once the mixture is thoroughly combined, the kettle is dumped onto a cooling table.
While it's still warm, Peter stirs it up by hand to make sure that every last bit of the popcorn and potato chip mixture is covered in ooey gooey caramel.
Carter helps him spread the island mix onto baking sheets in a thin layer, and then places them onto a rack to cool.
Otherwise known as a cooling rack.
Duh.
Now that the island mix is completely cooled, Carter wheels the rack into a room for packaging.
Now, wouldn't that be a packaging room?
Touché.
He climbs up the step ladder to pour the island mix into the hopper of the batching machine.
This semi-automatic machine pours 200 grams of island mix into a chute. Carter holds a bag underneath the chute and steps on a pedal to release the snack into the bag.
Release the snacks! Release them! Now that all the bags are filled, Carter feeds each one into a heat sealer.
He packs the sealed bags into a box. Then moves the boxes into the warehousing area, where they'll be shipped out in wide release to snack-starved movie junkies everywhere.
Okay, so ready for your close-up, Carter?
Action. I said action.
Oh, I didn't know I was supposed to say something.
Okay, take two. Action!
Ready for movie night.
And that's a wrap.
With that commercial break behind us, it's time for the feature presentation.
All right, buddy. Here we go. Thanks. Cheers. Cheers.
If you still think movie night automatically means popcorn, Marble Slab's president Cam Ingalls has a few words for you.
Move over, popcorn.
Move over indeed, because popcorn's got some heavy competition now that Marble Slab Creamery has come up with these handcrafted ice cream sandwiches.
They're so good. They're so good. Oh my gosh.
Hey, who's Cam's friend?
Yeah, who's your friend, Cam?
I'm Jason Brass, president of Terracotta Cookie Co.
And together we make ice cream sandwiches.
Terracotta worked painstakingly to develop a chocolate chip cookie with enough star power to pair with Marble Slab's delectable cotton candy ice cream.
Yeah, and once they landed on the final pairing, there was no denying it was something special.
Unanimously, everyone was like, this is the one. This is the one.
That perfect chocolate chip cookie is made right here in Georgetown, Ontario.
Inside Terracotta's 20,000 square foot facility, Tracy gets the cookies started at the mixer.
To get the batter prepared, she adds in margarine, followed by brown sugar, white sugar, and baking soda.
After giving the initial ingredients a little time to mix, Tracy then adds water, liquid eggs, flour, and xanthan gum.
Which once again get tossed and turned and mixed together.
With the batter made, it's now time for the main attraction, the chocolate chips. Oh, baby.
This is my favorite part.
This is everyone's favorite part, Tracy.
Yeah. Once the chips are evenly mixed in, the batter is transferred into these buckets, brought over to the depositing line.
After the dough has been loaded into the depositor, it's extruded out, 3 cookies at a time, which are sliced off by a wire cutter.
Why a wire cutter?
The wire gives it that nice texture. It makes the cookies slightly imperfect. We want it to look like Grandma made it from Marble Slab.
I hope he's not talking about my grandma. Lovely woman, but she made terrible cookies.
With the depositing done, the baking sheets are stacked up on these racks
and rolled directly to the baking line.
Oh, they shot it all in one long take, just like the scene in Goodfellas.
Sure, if that helps you.
Yeah, it does.
The rolling racks then go directly into the convection oven, set to 175 degrees Celsius, which keeps them spinning for even baking.
It's got to be moist. It's got to be chewy. It's got to take on the right amount of ice cream.
Once the cookies are ready, they're rolled over to the freezer room to prepare them for shipping.
After taking a brief intermission in the cold, the cookies head over to the packaging line.
Here, they're taken off their baking pans and placed into a horizontal flow wrapper, which can package 25,000 cookies in an 8-hour shift.
After getting wrapped up, they're grabbed off the conveyor and placed in master cases for Marble Slab stores nationwide.
The end. Fin.
Wait, the segment's ending on a cliffhanger? We're not even going to see the ice cream sandwiches get made?
Oh, don't you worry, because today we've got a double feature on the bill.
All right.
Yep, the marble chocolate chip cookies make their way from Terracotta directly into a Marble Slab kitchen.
Here they're left out to thaw as the cotton candy ice cream is prepared.
Marble Slab is famous for making their ice cream fresh in store.
In other words, this is the Charlton Heston of ice creams. The best.
I'm more of an Ashton Kutcher guy.
Of course you are.
I'd say Johnny Depp is an ice cream sandwich gorger. That's what I think.
Yeah? For real?
I don't know.
Well, what we do know is that the cookies and ice cream come together on the Marble Slab top. and get sculpted into one sweet, delicious treat by a dessert artist. Like Ballroom here.
Oh yeah, I am a dessert artist.
Well, Michelangelo, consider me a great patron of your art. And if these mouth-watering shots don't have you tempted, then maybe this trailer Cam and Jason put together will entice you. Roll it, boys!
This summer.
This summer,
2 epic snacks.
2 epic snacks.
Cookies and ice cream.
Cookies and ice cream.
Coming to a living room near you.
Now that's a trailer I can get behind.
Me too. Right up my alley.
So shall we see it together?
Really?
Psych.
What?
In a world where moviegoers hunger endlessly for snacks.
An innocent young marshmallow meets a chocolatey graham cracker coating.
And together, they create Moon Pie Bites, changing movie snacking forever.
This is my breakout movie as a first-time director. I think you missed a spot. This is important.
Yeah, I mean, Duck's about to give us the elevator pitch for Moon Pie Bites.
It's a perfect movie theater snack. It's bite-sized. It brings together 3 delicious flavors that we all know and love. Marshmallows, graham crackers, and chocolatey flavors, all in one.
Smash cut to Melrose Park, Illinois, where Taste of Nature produces those bite-sized treats.
The story starts with chocolate, like all good stories do. Oscar awards chocolate discs to this huge kettle and pours them in.
The kettle heats and stirs 1,360 kilograms of chocolate until it's melted, smooth, and warmed at 32 degrees Celsius.
Next comes the marshmallow centers. Roll the marshmallow montage.
The marshmallows are made at a factory in New Berlin, Wisconsin. Flour, sugar, and oil are combined, mixed, shaped, and quick frozen at minus 100 degrees Celsius before being shipped to Taste of Nature.
The still frozen marshmallow pieces are poured into these rotating drums. Each batch starts with 47 kilograms of marshmallow.
The drums tumble the marshmallow pieces and spray in 45 kilograms of chocolate while the pieces turn.
Near the end of the tumbling, 2.7 kilograms of graham cracker crumbs are scooped into the drums and get mixed into the chocolate coating.
Action!
Yeah. When Doug's in the factory, he sometimes gets a little intense and thinks he's the director on the floor, filming a movie.
Cut! Circle that tape!
Once the candy has reached a 50-50 mix between marshmallow and chocolate, they're put back into their boxes and moved to the polishing room.
The polishing drums are filled up with the candy and tumbled again. Candy syrup is poured in to coat the chocolate.
This big white pipe here blows air into the tumbler to dry the syrup quickly. The candy coating makes the chocolate shiny and glossy. Once the candy coating is dried, the Moon Pie Bites go back into their boxes to sit and cure for 24 hours before packaging.
The next day, the candy is poured into a giant hopper. In a typical day, Taste of Nature produces 2,500 kilograms of Moon Pie Bites.
The hopper dispenses the candy into a bucket conveyor that lifts the Moon Pie Bites into a futuristic batch weigher.
88 grams of bites are dropped into each cello bag, which are heat-sealed and dropped onto a conveyor.
On a second conveyor, the bags are dropped into separate compartments that line up with the boxes.
The bags of bites are slid into retail boxes, which then get sealed.
The boxes zoom along the conveyor line until they're scooped up by the packaging team and put into display cases.
And then shipping cartons are fitted around each box, and they're manually palletized.
Each year, 15 million boxes of this bite-sized treat are shipped out to Doug's back.
Go! Looking good! Looking real good! Looking good! Excellent! We got it!
He's stealing the show.
That's a wrap on Moon Pie Bites. Thank you!
No, Doug, thank you for delicious Moon Pie Bites.
For more information about this show, please visit foodnetwork.ca.